Okay, let's look at this one. The question is, my roof is leaking in this area. What could be the problem? Well, I would need to see things a little more closely, but the first two places I would look would be at these two penetrations. Let's start with the first one. Okay, when we zoom in on this pipe right here, you can see this line right here. That's actually a joint between the shingles, and you can see that it is very, very close to the edge of this flashing. My concern would be that water can migrate over and begin to leak. Also, the bottom of the flashing looks like it's pulled up a little bit. I wouldn't think immediately that that would be a problem. I mean, it's not good, but that's probably not where you're seeing your water ingress from. Now, on to part two. Ow, the nice brawn vent. This is the big boy, the big brother of the little 4-inch fart fan, as we call him. Now, my personal opinion, I would have placed my shingles, I would have put this on one shingle sooner, and this shingle right here, instead of going under the vent, would go over. In addition to which, I would have, and this is my personal preference, and you'll see in the comments, there's going to be plenty of people who disagree with me. So this is my personal preference. I would have used a roofing cement tar on the entire underside of the flashing, placed it down. I would have taken my shingles, rough cut them to fit. Then I would put a bed of tar around the top of that flange, right here, all the way up and over, completely sandwiching that metal inside of a bed of tar, preventing anything from going over and then back over. The reason I've done that is I've gone on some calls for repair work. So I do a lot of repair work, and I've seen other vents, turtle vents and flashings that in my mind were shingled correctly. And just over time, water had been able to migrate over and come in and leak. And therefore, I decided to step up my game and make sure I don't have any of these problems myself in the future. And that's why I tar it. I've seen dozens and dozens of thousands of millions of gajillions of these things work without doing that. But we're in snow country here, and I feel like it's probably the best way to go. That's where I'd start looking for your leak. That may not be the problem, but those are the first places that I would look.